To another Pony and Wolf Productions video. My name is as always Visual Pony, and today we are reading the story Hello Spike by Cara. This story has the same cover image as another story that I've covered before and that I really liked with, I think it was Shining's Greatest Challenge or Ultimate Challenge, something like that. Basically same cover art, but I think different. Whoa, damn, my stomach is acting up right now. But different author. Anyhow, have an amazing list of those amazing people who keeps this channel alive with their monthly donations and enable me to keep eating. Well, after, I have fed my new feline overlord who is currently watching me from the bed and is, I think, kinda asking why I am being so loud while she is trying to take her nap. Time well spent. I saluted as Princess Celestia strolled past me, a small purple and green dragonet planted firmly between her wings. I blinked. Princess? She stopped and turned to look at me. Yes, Captain Shining Armor. You have a dragon on your back. She giggled, then nuzzled the dragonet between the eyes. This is Spike. Say hello, Spike. Yo! I suppressed a chuckle. Captain Shining Armor, at your service. I inclined my head towards Spike, who clapped his claws and giggled. Ma! As lovely as this chance encounter has been, Captain, I'm afraid I must return to my duties. Time stops for no one, not even the princess. I saluted. Come along, Spike, there's work to be done. She strode off, the baby dragon on her back, sucking on his tail. I shook my head, then returned to my patrol of the castle. Each and every hall was decked out in half-warming splendor, and snow fell from the ceiling before dissipating as it touched an invisible barrier. One of the maids had cornered Private Riverhoof, levitating a sprig of mistletoe over his head. I grinned and quickened my pace, slipping around the corner before either of them noticed me. As I rounded the corner, I heard a faint sound, like that of a crying foal. I paused, ears perked. The cry came again, and I trotted towards it. As I drew closer to the source of the noise, I slowed, charged a shield spell, then cast a scry spell around the corner. The scry spell revealed the dragonet from hours before, sitting in front of a closed door, bawling his eyes out. I lowered my shield, then walked around the corner. As I approached him, the tears slowed, then stopped when I got within a tail length of him. Ma? He cocked his head and sniffled. Yep, that's me. I sat down beside him, pulling him into me with a foreleg. What's wrong? Cat and biz. I puzzled through it. Cadence is busy? He nodded and snuggled closer to me. Where do you need Cadence? Why not Princess Celestia? Celeste biz Catan sis Miss Catan. Celestia is busy. Cadence is my sister. I miss Cadence. Okay, I don't know where Cadence is, but we can go see if a la carte has any cookies for good dragons. Spike clapped his claws together. I stood up and lifted him onto my back with my magic, where he grabbed onto my backplate, working his fingers under the lip to hold onto my slick armor. We set off down the hall towards the West Wing kitchens, Spike burbling on my back. As we passed through the main atrium, Corporal Sparrowdawn shot me a look. Something wrong, Corporal? No, sir. He snapped a salute. Everything's just fine. No problem here. His eyes flicked over my shoulder to Spike, who was happily chewing on his fingers, then back to my face. I gave a curt nod. Good, keep it up. I saluted, then continued on my journey for cookies. A la carte laughed when I appeared in his doorway with a sheepish grin, explaining why the captain of the guard was in the kitchens, and with a dragon on his back no less. "Shining armor! Why, I haven't seen you since you was a little colt." He gestured with his hoof about halfway up to his withers. I had forgotten about that. My father and he used to be as close as two could be. "Cookie?" Spike looked at the head chef. Alucard laughed again and hoofed us each a chocolate cookie, patting Spike on the head fin as he did so. "Now shoo! If Celestia found out about this, she'd demand that she get cakes all the time." Alucard made exaggerated chewing gestures at us, and Spike giggled around in his treat. "Card, before I go, do you know where I might find Cadence?" "Why do you need her?" "Spike said she was his sister." "Captain Sis." Spike nodded in agreement. Alucard rubbed his stubble with a hoof, pondering. "Could be in the East Wing. That's where her room is, at least." I groaned. "All right, thanks, Card." He clapped me on the shoulder. "Take care and don't be a stranger." Spike had finished his cookie by the time we reached the main hall and had started eyeing my own. I levitated it over to him and he eagerly grabbed it. I chuckled. Corporal Sparrow Dawn looked over at us, then resumed the stoic Royal Guard pose. I paused in front of him. "Corporal Sparrow Dawn?" "Sir, yes, sir!" he barked. "At ease, soldier. Do you have family? A mare friend, a wife, kids maybe?" He blinked at me. "Aye. My wife works in Lower Canterlot and I've got 2 foals." "Takes the rest of the week off. Spend some time with your loved ones." I gestured to the holiday splendor of the castle, then to Spike. "Holidays are for spending time with your families." He saluted. "Sir, yes, sir!" Spike yawned, leaning forward against my helmet. Readjusting him on my back, I turned the corner into the easternmost part of the castle, only to run into Cadence, Princess Celestia's personal student and the Princess of Love. "Oops! I'm so sorry about that," she gasped as she spotted Spike on my back. "Oh, there he is! Celestia was supposed to have him today." "She had a meeting of some sort." I rubbed the back of my neck as she levitated him over to her. "He's an angel." She snorted. "No, he's a dragon, but he is awfully sweet, isn't he?" "He is," I agreed. "Thank you so much for looking after him, Captain." "Shining armor." "Captain Shining Armor." She nodded to me, then turned back the way she had come from. I hesitated for a moment, then called after her. "If you need someone to look after him, I'd love to spend more time with him." She turned. "I'll keep that in mind, Captain Shining Armor."
Once again it is time for comment time with me, Luna, the comment kitty. Please remember that the links down in the description help support Pony and Wolf Productions and enable my humans to buy me awesome snacks and toys. Oh, and sometimes some food for them as well, but only after I've had my fill. So, what do I think of this story? Seeing this little story about Spike is, in one way, sweet and in another infuriating. I am the baby here. Give me cookies. Why is no one giving me cookies? Please give me treats. I want treats. That said, now go away and get me treats.